Silence on site.
Yeah, Charlie Howby, my name is Kobi Onyame and welcome to Talking Albums, a show where I invite some special guests to come on and talk about classic and seminal albums in their album collection and just share it with us and tell us why it's so important to them. On today's show, I have none other than a legend in the game, someone who I'm glad to say, proud to say I've known, since day dot, the rap hip hop legend, EL.
Hey, that's quite an outro. That's quite an intro, bro.
Charlie, you be done. You be legend.
You taught us everything we know, man. Happy to be here.
Welcome to Talking Albums, bro.
Thank you, man.
So yeah, this is the first show, and I think you. Thank you for coming on and being the first guest.
My pleasure, bro.
The idea of the show is just for us to geek out on some albums, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's for you to bring a selection of albums in your collection and tell us exactly what those albums mean to you.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, I know your album collection is deep.
Yeah, we can't finish
so,
everything.
Yeah, I know it's deep.
Man.
So let's get into it, bro. I mean, You brought 5 albums today, right?
Yes, sir.
And I'm looking at the table and I'm like, bruh, you took it back.
I'm an old school Charlie. I like substance. I like value. I like albums that are jam packed with concepts and ideas and stories and just different. I'm a total nerd for hip hop music.
I hear that, man. I hear that. So that makes sense. I guess let's start off with this one here, right? This is an absolute classic.
Sir.
Jay-Z's The Blueprint.
The Blueprint, bro.
What about that one, bro?
So this album came out when I was in uni. I was in Legon, my second year in Legon, Jubilee House. I remember very well. And there was this whole rave about this album coming out.
Yeah.
The Blueprint. My cousin Bondi, who actually introduced me to beat making also, and taught me a lot about hip hop music.
Yeah.
Was crazy about this album, man. And I remember when this album came, we actually studied it like it was part of our curriculum.
We all did, right?
Yeah, bro.
man.
Learning the lyrics, like, you hear that line, bring it back. You don't really do that anymore. Like, bring it back. Did you hear what he said? He dropped some dimes on this project.
I hear that.
You don't know. You don't know what you do. Yeah, that was one of my favorite songs on this show, man.
Definitely big. I mean, the production on this, I think this was the album that started really the soul kind of Kanye versus Just Blaze kind of competition in hip hop, right?
Yeah, they were all in the background. They were producing for him.
Yeah, they gave out, man. That was an incredible album. No, definitely incredible album. Came out in 2001.
201, bro.
201, yeah. It was like, actually came out September 11th. 2001.
It did, yeah?
Yeah, September 11th. I'll tell you a little something about this cover as well. Like, I found out just recently that Jay-Z borrowed this cover from a photographer, like an English photographer, and he has this, pictures where he took of old London-based gangsters.
Right.
And it's a picture of an old London gangster
doing
in the exact same pose.
Yes.
And Hov redid the
because this pose is gangster.
It's gangster, right?
Bro, AF.
It's like he's either talking to his crew.
He's talking to his crew because you see the feet, the shoes over there,
right? Or he's talking to the other rappers in the game.
Bro, it's giving bars.
Yeah, man. This is it.
And this album has one of the best hip hop songs ever recorded. One of the greatest hip hop songs ever recorded.
100%.
Renegade
with Eminem.
Who won that battle, bro?
Okay, so I would say M had a better verse, but that's because he also produced it.
He produced it too,
right? Yeah. So he was in the pocket.
Yeah,
because he knew exactly what pockets to go into because he produced it, right? 100%. Well, that's, that brings us to this one here, though.
Yeah.
Because you also brought, Eminem's Marshall Mathers LP.
Yes.
Personally, I think this is M's best album.
Me too.
But I'd love to hear what you think
Me
about
too.
it. Why Marshall Mathers LP?
It's just so raw.
Yeah.
It's so unfiltered. It's just so vain and so vulgar and so dirty. But at the same time, it's so honest.
It's all honest.
It's so honest. Like stuff that you think about that you want to lock out of your mind because, people might be offended or.
Yeah.
But Eminem just came straight out the door, so unfiltered. And this. It was a breath of fresh air.
100%.
It was such a breath of fresh air. When I heard this album, I think I was in I just come out of pre-sec,
Okay.
I think, and this album came out, and I was just taken aback. You know, I was just taken aback. I don't know what my favorite song on this one is.
It's hard, man.
It's hard to pick.
I never knew her.
I never knew what. I don't do black music. I do white music.
I make fight music for high school kids. Yeah.
Yo, have you heard Kim?
Yeah.
Girls don't like that song.
Yeah. True.
Girls don't like that song.
True.
I don't know, man. The real Slim Shady. There's just too much in here,
too
bro.
many on there.
But yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites.
And obviously, like, I mean, the classic stands on there as well, right?
Stands on here as
You know
well.
what I mean?
Stands
So
on here as well.
that's,
I mean,
you know,
the whole world knows.
The whole world
if
knows
you haven't
Stan.
heard Stan, you might have been living under a rock at
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
In hindsight, it's very interesting what you just said there. You know, so vulgar, but also so very honest.
Yeah.
In hindsight now, I
Yeah.
get the honesty part.
Yes.
I think back then a lot of people were like, oh, just vulgar.
Just put off
just
by it.
cancel
Yes.
Eminem. Is
Yes.
it? But now you
Yes.
think, actually, yo,
Yeah.
my man was speaking a lot of
This
things
wouldn't
to
fly
people.
today.
Nah. Nah. Not
This
today.
wouldn't fly now.
Not today.
You
Not
can't- you
today.
can't
Not
see it
today.
on
Not
top.
today. 100%. Right. Let's see what else you brought to the table, bro. I wanna go to this album, but I feel like we should leave it to the end because,
last.
bro,
Let's keep it for
let's
last.
do that. So I'm gonna go to this one you brought here.
Yeah.
I'm actually quite interested because you brought the Notorious B.I.G.'s Born
Yeah.
Again. You didn't
Yeah.
bring Ready to Die.
No.
You didn't bring a Life After Death.
No.
You brought Born Again.
Why?
Why Born Again?
Honestly, I just had to put them all in a. Charlie, we're limited. I can't. You had to put them all in a hat.
Yeah.
And pull one out.
Yeah.
This was also a classic. This taught me a lot about rap.
Okay.
You know, especially songs like Who Shot Ya, Rap Phenomenon with Method Man and Red.
Yeah.
Those were like one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
And that synergy, putting them all together. I
Yeah.
mean, that song, Rap Phenomenon. Yo, where's the funk that to spot Biggie? Bro. So it's basically a toss up for me with all those albums that you picked. But this was definitely one of my favorites as well.
100%.
Rest in peace, B.I.G.
Yeah, rest in peace, B.I.G., right?
He was a trendsetter, man.
100%. That's the one that had. I think the single was Notorious.
Yes,
right?
yeah. I mean, everybody knows that song.
Yeah.
I don't tend to go for the songs that everybody knows.
Yeah.
You know, if it's the song that that really was big on the album, I like it, but I like to dig a little deeper to find that track that I could call like my personal. That not everybody really has with. You know.
So what would that track be on that album? What would you say?
On this album,
Yeah, Born Again.
I would say Dead Wrong with Eminem.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I've got one of my best friends, Francis. Myth. You remember Myth?
No.
You don't remember Myth?
Myth. Costello.
Of course.
Yeah.
He put me on that record. He was
He put you on that record, right? With Dead Wrong.
Obsessed with that
Eminem
record.
killed it, man.
Obsessed with that.
Seven different levels.
I can kind of see that you're a big Eminem fan.
I am.
You spoke about Renegade here, then
He's my favorite rapper.
album.
He's my favorite rapper of all time.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's the best rapper of all time.
Facts. Speak it.
I listened to his old stuff.
Yeah.
Our House, and he has a song called Our House. He has this like old stuff from Eminem, and like I based my whole writing style on M.
Well, there you go. You heard it here, man. It's
So
like
that's what it is.
EO based his writing style on Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Right?
Eminem and Busta Rhymes.
And Busta Rhymes,
Yes,
100%.
sir. Yes,
All right,
sir.
let's go to. This is an interesting choice.
Yeah.
'Cause, like this artist doesn't get, I think, the props that he deserves when it comes to real lyricism,
Yeah.
right? So you brought Canibus's
Yeah.
2000 BC, and I have to be
Yeah.
honest, and don't judge me. I've never heard this album in full, bro.
Okay.
So I'm intrigued to know why you
Yeah,
brought this
check
one.
it out.
Yeah.
It's just one of the rawest albums that I've listened to. I've listened to a lot of underground, like shocking artists, like people give it that. But he was just very different. It just takes me back to my high school days, where a segment of us were really big Canibus fans.
Yeah.
So whenever he came out with something, I went out to go get the CD original actually, because at that time the whole thing just takes me back to a time where we're listening to stuff like this, that raw, unedited, unfettered hip hop rap music. Yeah. But the crazy thing about this is Jay-Z, Canibus featured Rakim on this project, and Rakim is Jay-Z's. Or I heard that Rakim is Jay-Z's favorite
rapper. Yeah, like
yeah.
that's
and,
his god.
and Jay-Z featured Eminem on this project, but Eminem and Canibus don't get along.
Oh right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And B.I.G. is Jay-Z's mentor.
They're all connected,
So
right?
it's all connected, bro.
These are all connected.
These are all connected, man.
So how then do these connect with this very large project? Because bro,
yeah, man.
I don't even have a copy of this, man. I don't have a copy of this. You brought along the Skillions demo tapes.
Yeah.
Bro, this is arguably, I would say, the first commercially released rap
Official.
project, right?
Official.
In Ghana, right?
Yeah.
And I'm happy to see the Hatsville logo in there.
Yes,
Done,
most definitely.
Bro, man, this is the beginnings, man.
Yeah,
Talk to us about this, man.
This album was just, a couple of guys who have no experience recording or no business even recording, trying to figure out how to, but we did it. And
the mixes were terrible.
The mixes were horrible. Play them today. We were like, what? I remember we actually made a song. We took it to the radio station. They couldn't play it because they couldn't hear the song well. But when we played it in our studio in our ghetto, bang it! You know what I'm saying?
The same thing happened to us. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But this is history right here. Anybody who's looking for the origin of Ghanaian hip hop music, everybody knows where it started, and it started with the Skillions. Not to delve too deeply into the songs, but the people who put it together, from J Sobol, J-Town, KP, myself, Jinx Therapy, Sandy Swiss, Midnight, were all influenced by this guy.
Yeah.
That's a fact. We're influenced by Hatsville and that whole group. So big ups to you, man, for making this happen.
Big ups to you, man. This is definitely a classic project, and it's very honest that it was named demo tapes.
Demo tapes. Yeah.
That's exactly what it was, right? It was demo tapes.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. I think you really shed light on some of the music and artists who inspire you and give you your sound, right?
For sure.
Just to close off, bro, can you let us know a bit about what's going on in EL's world, what's happening?
I'm about to drop a first single. I've been out of the spotlight for a while. I just took some time out, to do some other stuff, to do me. And I know my fans have been looking forward to hearing some new music. So my first release of the year is about to come out. It's called Chop Life.
Amazing.
And it's a party song, we're just going to vibe out and then feel good.
Amazing.
Yes, sir.
On that note, EL, thank you for coming on Talking Albums.
Always a pleasure, bro.
My G.
Always a pleasure.
All right. Talking Albums, what else can I say? EL. My name is Kobi Onyame, Charlie. Catch you on the next one.